You got an opportunity to catch up with one of our major sponsors, which is MSD, and they do so much in the community. So tell us what's going on.
I had the opportunity to talk to Executive Director, Mr. Tony Parrott, and basically, because MSD provides our communities safe, clean waterways, so let's just take a look. In our community, we have safe, clean waterways, and that is provided for us by MSD. And today, I have the pleasure of speaking with the Executive Director of MSD, Mr. Tony Parrott, and we are out at the Patty's Run flood pumping station. We're going to talk about MSD's rate increase and what the funds are used for. And welcome again to Urban Lifestylez, Mr. Tony Parrott.
Well, thank you for having us. We're always glad to be on Urban Lifestylez.
I find this segment to be very important to a lot of people, and thank you for doing this. It's bringing a lot of clarity. One of the things is that MSD's board recently approved a 3.9% rate increase for Jefferson County. So what does that mean exactly for the customers?
Well, our board did approve a 3.9% rate hike for fiscal year 26. It's effective September 1st. And so basically, every year when we announce our preliminary rate proposal, we have a public comment period, and we listen to the community, we listen to local leaders, and actually the 3.9% is actually 1% lower than it was projected to be. So we took that feedback from the community very seriously, and this is going to provide us an opportunity to support our operations and support our major capital program, but we did have to make some adjustments to be able to make that work.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Now, I am curious about how was MSD able to get the rate increase down then?
Well, what we did was we looked at our capital plan next year. Our capital budget is $309 million. And for the next 2 years, we have major projects like Patty's Run going on behind us that are already in construction, and they must be completed. So what we're doing is shifting some projects toward the back end of the 5-year window. And then we'll be reprioritizing some other work that we need to do. Secondly, we're looking at our operating budgets, and we're going to be looking at reducing some of our operational spend. We're targeting about $4 to $5 million of reduction in our operating budget. And so it's going to minimize the number of staff we can hire in the future. It's going to minimize the number of positions we can fill. But these are the steps that we're taking to be more efficient for the community.
Because I know when it comes to the public and our community, a lot of people want to ask about rates, but I do have to ask, why does MSD need to increase these rates when they come?
Well, we've said this time and time again. The primary driver of our rate increases are the capital requirements that we have under our federal consent decree. And right now, 91% of our capital plan is mandated by the federal government. And so we have to perform this work to be in compliance with the Clean Water Act, which is a federal law. And so all this work that we have to do should be wrapping up around 2035. So we have several more years of work that we must do. So we're trying to balance, how do we make sure we're in compliance with the regulations, but how do we make sure we're minimizing the impact to our community? We're always concerned about affordability and to make sure that folks aren't being hit so hard. Everybody's being hit with higher groceries, higher gas, high electric bills. And so we take that into consideration, and we're doing everything we can to minimize the impact to the community.
So in all that MSD does, and it's essential, the services that are provided for our community, and we understand all the procedures and protocols in place, there are people who still can't pay their bills.
Right.
What does MSD have in place to help these people?
MSD does have a customer assistance program. We actually have two separate programs. Our board approved funding for our senior citizen discount program. And for those that are senior citizens over the age of 65 and they meet the federal guidelines for qualifying, they can get a 30% discount in their sewer bill. And so we encourage all the senior citizens out there to go to our website and to look at our senior citizen discount program and apply. Secondly, we have a wastewater assistance program, emergency wastewater rate assistance program for other folks that may qualify for that as well. They can go to our website and sign up for that. And if they qualify, again, they can get a 30% discount in their sewer bill. So we're doing our part to make sure that we're providing programs. In addition, we fund the Community Ministries program in partnership with the Louisville Water Company. And that agency provides assistance for one-time assistance for those that may need help with their water or their wastewater bill. And so we're going to continue to see how we can continue to lobby for a program called LIWAP, which is a federal assistance program that Congress temporarily funded last year. And so we're actually fighting in Washington right now to get that permanently funded. And that will be another arm of support for local ratepayers.
So of the many projects that MSD does, why are they needed?
Well, you know, for example, this Patty's Run project, it is one of 16 flood pump stations that we have in our system. And they're needed because they protect the community from flooding. This year, we had the 8th largest flood in the history of our city, and our flood protection system protected our community. And now we have to make sure that we're not only upgrading these necessary pump stations, but in some cases, we got to go back and replace pumps and do other things to get ready for the next flood season. So it's a continual cycle of investment so that we are protecting the community. We have another large project down at Morris Foreman, which is a $260 million biosolids replacement project. That project is $260 million over 3 years. And we have these projects and they're very complex, very large. And we're trying to make sure that we prioritize the project so that we can continue to protect the community.
You know, as we always say, Tony Parrott and his team, they do so much in terms of, you know, helping those that are less fortunate, and the great work continues.
The whole MSD is so committed to the community in a lot of different ways, and also to help those who need the help, and when it comes to finances and whatever services. So please always contact MSD for any assistance that you may need.
We'll take another break and we'll be right back.